I'm Olivia Smith, and this is Get Savvy with Social. Should you show your YouTube subscriber count? I'm going to answer all of your questions about that because YouTube is one of the trickiest platforms to crack in terms of views and engagement. But first, be sure to click down there and subscribe. It took me a while to get my YouTube going. I wasn't devoting all of my attention to it because I had a full-time job, but I still wanted to see results. That said, it took a few years before I decided to show my YouTube subscriber count. I wanted to wait until I hit a specific number. I'm going to go into more details about that, but first let me tell you a little bit about how I built the account. First, I modeled it around my platforms, lifestyle and news. I've been a journalist for more than half of my life, and after covering hard news for many years, I started getting more into lifestyle content. That's where the Live News and the Live Well brand came to be. My YouTube also had other things over time. I developed a wedding portion for Liv Gets Married when I got married, and my brother's video at my wedding took off, hitting more than 1 million views, going viral. It's pretty funny. You gotta check it out if you haven't yet.
Olivia immediately cut me off. Bobby, life is like a box of chocolates. And since you can't eat chocolates, you're
Anyway, back to the point. So I've been building YouTube over a while, and I had travel videos, lifestyle videos, some journalism and news videos, and I was seeing numbers, finally. It took a while to get that engagement, but after you start posting and you continuously post, that's pretty important, you're going to start getting followers. And that's where the YouTube subscriber count comes in. First, it's important to keep in mind that this count is shown by default unless you choose to hide it. When I was a new YouTuber, I hid the count because my number wasn't very high. And then I started to do some research. When should I start showing that number? You'll see your YouTube subscriber count when you go to your channel. The number should sit right below your name. So if you're new to YouTube, it's probably best to hide the number because, again, it won't be very high at first unless you have a large following from another platform. So I decided to show my number when it hit 1,000. I think anything between 500 and 1,000 is pretty safe to start showing that number. It shows that you've started investing in the channel, in the platform, you're building your brand, and you're getting a solid amount of subscribers. So that's the number that I started to go with. That's based on some research and just personal experience. And I realized after I hit 1,000 and I had that number shown, I was getting more and more followers every day. So I do think it helps to show your YouTube subscriber count, but that said, I would get to at least 500, maybe consider even 1,000. And subscriber count is different from overall views. Keep that in mind. If you go to your About page on YouTube, you'll see how many total views all of your videos have. So there you go. That's the answer. Should you show your YouTube subscriber count? For more, go to my website, getsavvywithsocial.com.